The news day continues here on One News Now. I'm Riza Diaz. The Comelec assures the public that the so-called 7-hour glitch during the 2019 elections will not happen again. For more details, we have Greg Gregorio reporting to us live from Manila. Greg, can you tell us the latest?
Yes, Riza, a little over a week before the May polls, the poll body reiterated its confidence on not having a repeat of the so-called glitch, which delayed the election results tally boards of media outlets and the citizens' armed PPC-RV during the 2019 elections. Earlier today, the Comelec conducted a walkthrough of the Transparency Media Server or TMS with election stakeholders. The PPC-RV and media will be given access to the TMS for the transmission of results from vote counting machines or VCMs in the evening of May 9. The TMS does not receive the transmission of canvassed results from the VCMs. However, it will still play a big role for the parallel or quick count conducted by the media and PPC-RV. Recall that during the 2019 elections, the server did not receive transmission for 7 long hours due to a packet data issue, prompting the Comelec to implement some changes. Steering Committee Head Commissioner Marlon Casqueo said the only solution needed back then was to reboot the server, which took time as it required the Unbank's approval. This time, the Unbank will be issuing a resolution authorizing a technical head of the transmission to conduct the rebooting, so long as no source codes will be changed should any problem occur. Casqueo also highlighted that the TMS has been subjected to a stress test to ensure that a glitch will not happen again. Let's hear more from Commissioner Casqueo.
Nagkaroon po tayo ng stress test, tapos na, just ngayon lang natapos, sending 100,000 or 50,000 results sabay-sabay. Di po tayo nabilaukan.
Riza, for transparency, Commissioner Marlon Casqueo also revealed to the public the location of all other servers that the Comelec will be using for the 2022 elections. These are the central server, the backup server, and the transparency server. Casqueo also assured the public that they are in coordination with the Philippine National Police to secure the locations of all of these servers. Riza?
Thank you. That was Greg Gregorio reporting live from Manila. Meanwhile, the Comelec confirms that 6 out of 10 presidential candidates have agreed to join the panel interviews they're organizing in lieu of the final round of debates. Recall that the Comelec canceled the final debates due to supposed issues with the organizer and their non-payment of the hotel where the debate was supposed to be held. Now, the Comelec, along with KBP, will be holding a panel interview instead. The presidential candidate who agreed to do the interviews are Ernesto Abella, Yodi Guzman, Norberto Gonzales, Faisal Mangodadato, Jose Montemayor, and Manny Pacquiao. Meanwhile, 4 vice presidentials will be holding the interviews or joining the interviews: Rizalito David, Manny Lopez, Carlos Serapio, and Tito Soto. Presidential candidate Yodi Guzman, together with various labor groups, held a presser ahead of Labor Day. Let's get more updates on this. JC Cosico is reporting to us live, this time from Quezon City. JC, first off, what's the plan of the camp of Yodi Guzman for Labor Day tomorrow?
Riza, protests are set to mark Labor Day, where the Guzman is expected to join. Now, here in Metro Manila, groups will assemble at the Bustillo Church, then will march to Mendiola for a short program. Riza.
JC, what will be the call or the appeal of the labor groups to the government this time?
Riza, among their calls are the 750 national minimum wage and an end to contractualization, which they said is among President Duterte's failed promises during his 6 years in office. Now, call center workers will also ask the government to let them decide on their preferred work setup, saying they must be allowed to work from home since the Philippines is still under a state of calamity until September due to COVID-19. Riza.
Would we have an idea on how many workers are expected to join the protest actions?
Riza, around 15,000 individuals are expected to participate in Labor Day protests nationwide. Here in Metro Manila, around 7,000 to 8,000 are expected to join. Now, apart from Metro Manila, activities for Labor Day will also be held in Calamba, Laguna, Bacolod, Cebu, Ormoc, and Mindanao. Now, the Guzman said that, or he is ensuring that there will be compliance health protocols amid the threat of the new Omicron subvariant. Riza.
JC, a recent SWS survey says 11 million Filipinos were jobless in the last quarter of 2021. Did we get any reaction from the Guzman regarding this?
Riza de Guzman said that such report is saddening, which he said is a proof that the government favors big corporations and businesses. Now, he said that the government should assume responsibility in providing jobs for Filipinos. Riza.
Thank you for those updates. That was JC Cosico reporting live from Quezon City. And we'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Riza Diaz. The United States and other NATO member countries have been helping out Ukraine amid its conflict with Russia. But what really are their intentions? Let's watch this video, Bloomberg.
What else do you think America should be doing?
Well, I think the question of giving resources to Ukraine has to depend fundamentally on what the strategic objective is. And I don't think after having failed tragically, catastrophically, failed to deter the Russian invasion, it has not been at all clear what the American or NATO strategic objective is. I think it should have been for Ukraine to win the war. I think it was a mistake to believe. Clearly, we made intelligence mistakes just as the Russians did about what the outcome in the opening weeks of the war would be. But there has been really no replacement for a strategic objective we should be working toward. And I think without that, whatever the level of effort, it's not likely to be sufficient to achieve an outcome that will deter the Russians in the future and deter others, because China, in particular, is watching what's happening in Ukraine very carefully and adjusting their policies along their periphery in the Indo-Pacific accordingly. So lack of strategic focus, lack of delivery on rhetoric on the weapons front, and lack of delivery on the sanctions front, too.
Do you want boots on the ground? Do you want American boots in there?
I think we've passed the point where that's possible. So the question is, for example, when will Germany, Austria, Italy, the Netherlands cease their reliance on Russian oil and gas? Right now, people estimate the cost of the war to Russia is being exceeded by the cost of European payments to Russia in hard currency for the continued delivery of energy supplies. So that on net, Putin is still making a profit off this war. I don't consider that to be an example of allied unity.
It's gone past the point of a military intervention, as you see it.
Given that Joe Biden is president, I think this has been a failure of American leadership in many respects. What we've seen is a continual modification of the American position, getting stronger and stronger.
Let's now take a quick look at today's other top stories. Most areas in the country, including the National Capital Region, will remain under COVID-19 alert level 1 until May 15. Meanwhile, 10 areas in Luzon, 8 in Visayas, and over 20 in Mindanao are placed under the stricter alert level 2. Now, after a big-time oil price hike, a rollback is expected next week. Unioil projects that the prices of diesel would decrease by up to 1 peso and 20 centavos per liter, while a 70 centavo price cut for gasoline is expected. And temperatures in Metro Manila rose this week to the hottest for the year. PAGASA says port area in Manila registered a temperature of high as much as 35.9 degrees Celsius on Thursday. Now, for more updates, visit News 5, The Philippine Star, and Business World Online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on Signal Play app. Register for a free account now at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. I'm Riza Diaz. Mask on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. We are One News.